Good morning, everybody. It is episode 296. It is Thursday morning. Welcome to Motivated Entrepreneurs. I am your host, Steve Mulday. Hello. Hello. Right. So today, very, very short, sharp message. And it's a football analogy, really. And as you know, I love football. And it's most people play life not to lose. Most people I want you to play life like you're 2-0 down. When you're 2-0 down, what happens? You're on the offensive. You're on the attack. You leave yourself wide open at the back because you know you need to score a goal to get back into the match. If you don't, guess what? You aren't winning the match. You need to score to keep the game alive. But most people, guess what? They set up their life not to lose. Exactly the same as a football team. And Jose Mourinho... I'm only joking. I'm not a massive Jose fan. Anyway, so I would suggest that what we need to do, we need to go on the attack. We need to go on the offensive, and we need to really go for it. Absolutely chuck everything at winning life. Most people just don't want to lose. They don't want to offend anybody. They don't want to do anything different. They don't want to stand out. But guess what? That's not how you win life. You win life by chucking everything forward. And I'm not saying, by the way, and be reckless or anything like that, because I've done some reckless things in life, and I've done personal. I've still got a personal guarantee on my home and stuff like that for my business, and that's not great stuff. And what I did was, with my self-storage, for everybody who knows about self-storage, you have to put in a lot of money, a lot of capital. And I didn't have that capital. So what I did was I actually got credit cards, and I basically got interest-free credit cards, and I borrowed from one to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to get interest-free all the time. And I must have had about 70 grand on credit cards, and it was all used for business debt. And that is... okay, that's a bit risky. I wouldn't recommend that anybody do that. But what I want you to do is play to win, go to win, leave it all out there. I always tell my son, have no regrets. When you leave that field, have no regrets. That's the key. And when you leave the field of life, I want you to have no regrets. And I promise you, if you're playing life not to lose, then you will have regrets. You need to play to win. You need to play like you're 2-0 down. You're pushing everything forward. You're throwing it all forward. You're giving absolutely everything. You're giving your all, and you are leaving nothing on the pitch. There is no regrets. And that's what we should do with life. Why do we stand by? Why are we so passive? And playing not to lose, we're just happy. We're just getting by. No, I don't want to be just getting by. I'm playing to win. I want to win. I'm motivated because of my kids. I want to give them the best opportunities in life, And I want to give them the best experiences. And the only way I can do that is if I play to win, if I play on the offensive. And I've noticed that about myself a little bit recently. This is where it all came from. And I want to tell you really, really quickly. I thought it was going to be a short message. And here I go, yapping on again. Right. We've become in a stable position financially with the storage. It's finally mature to the point where we're okay, if I'm really honest with you guys, we're paying £15,000 a month in repayment of loans. That's how much money we borrowed. And so we borrowed a lot of money, and £15,000 a month is a lot to earn. And I've had a lot of pressure for the last 2 years, and it's been absolutely a nightmare. And when we got to a position of cash flow positive earlier this year, maybe back into last year, early this year, it was nice. It was cash flow positive. We was paying off the debt, and we was earning extra money in the business. And I've got, like I said, a couple of other different businesses as well, but nothing major, nothing to shout home about. Storage is the main one. And it was nice. And all of a sudden, my mindset changed because we'd never been in a position where, holy shit, this is good. When we pay off this debt in a few years' time, we're going to be in a whole different position. And my mindset changed. It changed, like, instead of playing to win, what we have, we hold, we protect it. I kind of thought, right, we're 2-0 up. Let's hold it. And that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. I wasn't happy. And by the way, I'm starting to transition to being more honest. And this is me being honest because I already feel a little bit dirty, a little bit upset inside talking about figures and stuff because I don't like it. If anybody wants to know, I've got Hacking Self-Storage, a podcast. Jesus, I give you every single figure on there, every single figure we take, everything. On a Monday morning, I go through how much we're taking the week before. So if you want to know any figures, I'm not shy about the figures. I just don't want to be. I don't know. I just don't like talking in this sort of concept. But I want to be more honest, and and open. So the last 2 years was brutal, really, really brutal. I remember being in tears once because we had a £45,000 bill. This was 2 or 3 years ago, and it was due in 40 days, and I had no way of paying it. Absolutely no way of paying it. It turns out that luckily I had a massive audience for my other podcast, The Betting Guy, and we made some software. I don't know where the idea came from. I don't know what happened, but we turned it around and we got 40 grand in 40 days. It's incredible. Incredible. Honestly, we took 25 grand in 3 days for this software. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And the software was good, really, really good. And so that was a worry. And so I've been through all that to get to this point now to pay off this debt for self-storage. And we're now in a position, or we're in a position where I didn't need to push myself, and it was just good. If we stopped right there, it'd be a good life. And all of a sudden I was talking to my mentor, Dan Bradbury, and I said to him, I said, look, I know you think I'm reckless. I know you think that I push all my chips in. But I feel like I'm getting more protective of what I've got. And I feel like I daren't take a chance. And we had a chat about it, and it was interesting what I want, where I want to be, what I enjoy. And I realized that, yeah, my mindset changed. For this year, my mindset had changed. It's not been pushing forward. It's been trying to hold what I have. And so recently, this last couple of months, we've been pushing again. And when I came home and told my wife we've agreed a figure to buy a facility, which is in the 6 figures to buy a facility, she literally went mad at me. She said, Dean, it's the first time ever we've ever had any money in the bank. We've now got the nice house. Why are you doing this to us? And I just said, Claire, I said, you know me. You've always known me. I'm never going to be the person who is okay with what we have. We have to push forward. We have to go forward. We have to keep pushing, keep expanding, keep driving. The passion's there. I said, Claire, I've never, ever put us at risk before, and I never, ever, I have a little bit put us at risk, but not, everything's always worked out. This is a good buy. We will get there. Dan Bradbury signed off on it. Dave Davies has signed off on it. These are my 2 mentors. One's in the business space, one's in the self-storage space. Both say it's a good deal. We're okay. And Claire's like, I just don't get you. I don't get you. Why can't you just be satisfied? Why can't you be content with what we have? And I said, Claire, you're on the wrong horse. You are literally on the wrong bus. You're with the wrong guy. Because just think, if I'd have been content when we've won self-storage, because life was good with one self-storage, why do I need to push for 2 self-storages? We'd have never been in this position. We'd never been in this home. We'd never have what we have. And so you can't say, why are you pushing forward now and why not then? Because when you push forward then, it worked out. So that's me. That's the bus you're on. That's the bus we're on. And it's all about taking risks, but they've got to be calculated risks. And so that's what we're doing. We're pushing forward again. 2021 is going to be a great year, and it's pushing forward. It really is pushing forward. This year was a period of consolidation. Next year is pushing forward. So look at your life, going back to your life, and stop talking about myself, going back to your life. What are you doing? Are you playing life not to lose? Or are you playing life like you're 2-0 down? Are you playing life like I was when I was 2-0 up and just protecting what I had? Are you happy with doing that? Because that's all what it's all about. Are you happy with your life playing like it's 2-0 up or playing for a 0-0 draw? Are you happy like that? If you are, you don't need to change. I realized that I wasn't happy playing to protect. I wanted to play to win, to play to score more goals, to score the 4th, score the 5th, score the 6th, whatever it is, score the 3rd, score the 1st. And it's just got to be congruent with who you are as a person. And if it's not congruent with who you are, how you're playing life, then there's going to be a little bit of sadness. You're not going to be happy. It's going to manifest in different ways. And so I just want you to do what's right for you, whether it be playing for a 0-0 draw, whether it be playing like you're 2-0 down. For me, I want to play like I'm 2-0 down. I really want to keep pushing. That's what makes me happy. That's what gives me the buzz in the morning. That's what gives me the drive. And I do feel a little bit, I've given a little bit more in this episode about figures and money and stuff. And that's what I want, because like I said to you before on Monday, that's ultimately how I want this podcast to be. I want it to be a really open book about my life. And some people aren't going to like it. Some people are going to think I'm a dick. Some people are going to absolutely love it. But it's not for you, it's for my kids. And I want to talk directly to them about certain things. And for me being more open and honest about certain numbers, etc., I'm an open book anyway. And for me to try and sugarcoat something or hide behind something or put a mask up, it's not right. It's not congruent with who I am. And so it won't sound right. So for me, just being open, honest, and just laying everything out, and it'll be the good. Like I said, there'll be some good times, I'm sure. There'll be also some bad times as well. And I'm not going to hide away from them when we're doing rubbish, when something's gone wrong, when we've lost some money, or it's in business, then I will let you know. I will be open and honest. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome journey. The ride for next year is going to be fantastic. Win, lose or draw, it'll be all shared on here. And yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. So look at how you're spending your life. What are you doing? Are you attacking? Are you defending? Are you consolidating? Are you protecting what you've got? And is it what you want to do? If it is, brilliant. If it isn't, change it. Do something different. There's no contract in life what says you've got to play the way you're playing. You can change the tactics. You can change the formation. You can change whatever you want. I literally thought this was going to be a 90-second podcast, and here it is, 11 minutes. Bloody hell! Tomorrow, talking about your excuses. And guess what? Your excuses are valid. They are true. Now what? Now what? Now what are you going to do? Now what are you going to do? All right, guys, girls, have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. And I am off to see the self-storage yard. Yeah, pretty excited. All right, dudes, dudettes, have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.